Hello, VOD Squad. Welcome to the second half of a stream that we did on the 4th of May. May the 4th, of course, be with you. We are playing some... Hello, chat. Thanks for coming in, chat. Look at how many of you are straight into the stream. We're going to play some Crash Warped, and I'm very excited. So I will go back to my emulator and boot up Crash Warped and show you guys the game. Here it is. Technically, the WoW meme thing is kind of official now, right, as it's in Crash 4. No, you're right, LoserQuest. It did become official. Yeah, for those who don't know, if you don't know what the WoW meme is, I can't begin to explain. You just need to, it's just a sort of a weirdly like warped model of PS1 Crash going whoa, 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 whoa. You will have seen it. Anyway, that did actually end up featuring in Crash 4, and they did a Coco version as well, which was cool. Don't forget the stream info. Oh, yeah, I could change that, couldn't I?
A Universal Interactive Studios production. Okay, created and developed by Naughty Dog.
Such a good intro. So much attitude. Do-do-do-do-do-do. What an intro. I kind of just take it for granted because I'm so used to it. I've played this game a million times. But
start to begin.
It's got so much. I mean, I was sort of not even able to pay attention to it there because I was too busy restarting the... I was changing the stuff. I'm going to reset that and we're going to have one more go just because it's so cool. What we're going to call this... I need a stream title, quick. Some kind of pun about Crash Warped. Warp. What rhymes with warp? Not a lot. Chode Village. I'm going to call it Chode Village. Oh no. I've just called it Chode. Oh, I'm not allowed. Twitch says I can't call it Chode Village. That's not allowed. Star Warps Day. That's a good one. Star Warps Day.
Universal Interactive Studios production.
Okay.
Created and developed by Naughty Dog.
I can enjoy all this craziness. Whoa! A cat, a dinosaur, a plane, a jet ski, a mask.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah! I love this game. Just remember the China levels with Coco. I love those ones. They're great. Nutty Dog presents. Warp Speed. I could have done that, C. Bennett. We can do that next time, maybe. There we go. That's the little one per archipelago. And look, that's the thing we just blew out the sky in our 100% ending. No negative effects at all. Oh.
Free at last.
Whoops. We dropped a space station on a temple and...
Uka is free. No, it cannot be. Evil, great evil has come.
Oh no. We've done a bad thing. I like how he lives in a little hobbit house. That's not a space station, it's a moon.
But you, Cortex,
You
have failed me
twice.
Great Uka, it was that infernal Bandicoot. From deep inside my temple prison, I sent you simple instructions to follow. But you lost the gems, you lost the crystals, and I have lost my patience. There is now no other power source left on this planet. I know we've had a few unfortunate setbacks and failed. But since your bumbling has managed to set me free, I am feeling generous. There is still a way for us to amass the power needed to enslave this miserable planet. And this time, This time the great Uka Uka will make sure that you do it right.
Oh, bit of exposition there. So apparently they've decided retroactively that Cortex was receiving instructions from Uka Uka's temple prison. He's been telling Cortex what to do. To gather the gems, he failed. To gather the crystals, he failed. But now they... and there's no gems... Oh, look, there's Torna. See next to that fruit bowl? Hang on, let me just pause it for like a second. There she is. I forgot that that's there. There's a little portrait of Torna next to the fruit bowl, which is nice. She did run off with pinstripe pottery, but clearly Crash is still holding a torch for her. Or maybe like a little firefly. I suppose that's how he lights his way normally. So yeah, but there is a way they can get more gems and crystals, and that is with a blue man with incredible facial hair who we've just seen, and we'll learn more about him later.
Many eons, my evil twin, Uka Uka, has been freed from his underground prison. Long ago, I locked him there.
Look at the cool jet ski on the wall.
From his malice. Now, free once again, he must be stopped.
Oh, off they go.
Children, Uka Uka and Cortex plan to use this time-twisting machine to gather crystals that lay scattered across time. I have brought you here to recover the crystals before they do so. To open the time portal, simply stand on a button and then jump into the portal. Good luck.
There we go. So I don't really know how and why Crash and Coco are able to use the time twister. Aku Aku just brought them here, and apparently Cortex and Uka Uka are doing nothing about it. Oh, see, like now I've got the muscle memory much better for this game. I can do glitched high jumps nicely. And this is of course the first game where we get to properly play as, well, I say properly, just play as Coco full stop. Anyway, here's Toad Village, not Chode Village, and we're going to go straight in with a bit of straightforward platforming, and should be able to get the crystal and gem all in one. Fucking chills with this music, I know.
Crash, crash, crash. Why must you always muck in my mud? Oh, look, I have a mask helping me, too. We will find out which one is more powerful soon enough.
Ooh. Hi, sorry I'm late. Everyone is having I hope everyone's having a lovely day. Thank you, Jesus Life. Welcome in. Nice to see you. So we should be gathering fruit actually, because we're playing a new game now, and we're in our 4 lives, but we'll be okay. Oh my goodness me, I'm overshooting. It's a good start. Yeah, the stripy crates in this game now have you only have to hit them 5 times because they give you 4 fruit at a time, which is nice. And we've got new types of crates in this as well. We've got the sort of timed crates. Here's one. So if you break it at the right time, you get whatever is displayed on it. But if you let it tick for too long, then it turns into an iron crate that you can't break, and then you can't get the gem in the level because you haven't broken the box. Oh, so nostalgic. This was one of the demo levels that was available for this game, so this may have been my first experience of Crash Warps, playing through Toad Village. Such a good time. The dev time, oh goodness me, 39.83. I mean, I'd be pretty good at doing a time trial in early levels like this, but some of the later ones, just absolutely not. We'll definitely get... we certainly won't struggle to get relics full stop, and I might even try and make myself... In fact, I think you have to get gold relics, don't you, to get 100%. I mean, it's not 100%, it's like 200% or something silly. But yeah, I think you have to get gold relics in this game to properly sort of unlock everything. But that's fine, we can go for gold. I will be getting some platinums, I'm sure, once we've unlocked Speedy Boots. Whoops. Perhaps we'll save the stream name Warp Speed for at the end of the run, when I'm probably going to end up spending most of a stream doing time trials, because I'm not going to... These seem a little... I'm kind of like overshooting them when I bounce them. I'm getting... It's like going from one Crash game to another. They all have slightly different physics and slightly different controls. So you do have to get used to them, but that's fine. So, yeah, there's not really much point in me trying to do time trials and getting relics for the time being. Because at the end of the game, we'll unlock an ability that allows us to sprint. And at which point, if you come back and start doing time trials, then you're going to have a much easier time of it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait until then. But there we go. That's a crystal and a gem. A good start. Full platinum in every level, JK. I just got the gold relics in Insane, as that was all you needed for the trophies. Or maybe I'm thinking of the trophies. Maybe you don't even need gold relics in the PS1 game to get the final ending. Because I think relics are just for unlocking the secret warp room, aren't they? So, Under Pressure. Now, these are my least favourite levels in the game. So, and these are probably the only level type in all of Crash Warped that I actively sort of dislike. I don't mind the plain ones. I think they're okay. Like, I don't go, oh yay, I've unlocked a plain level, but they're fine. And I like the poorer levels. I think they're great. And I don't even mind the jet ski levels too much. I know some people really don't like those, but I'm kind of okay with them. I really don't like Hot Cocoa. Is that the one where... The one where the exit is right at the start, but it's covered by nitro crates. I do hate that one, because it's kind of a bit... You know, it's a whole different kind of level. But when it's just a standard jet ski level and you're tasked with simply making your way through and dodging obstacles, I'm fine with that. Time trials in jet ski levels are a little bit taxing, but oops. But yeah, good for the most part. Giving us a water level right off the bat is diabolical. Yeah. I see what they were going for. You know, they wanted to, as they did do already in Crash 2, they wanted to start kind of, you know, introducing different ways of playing Crash. So you've got your various vehicles in this level, and you play as Coco, and yeah, ride on a dinosaur and stuff. This is the only water level I can stand, says Jesus Life. Oh, really? I mean, of the water levels in this game, I think there are only two, actually, aren't there? There's two of these. This one is... It's not actually too bad, but... It's when you get to the thing I really don't like is the sort of the spinny whirlpool generator things. Like, I don't mind this stuff, I don't mind... the sharks. I find the little blowfish a little bit annoying, but, you know, it's kind of okay a lot of the time. And the mines I can deal with, you know, like they're a bit annoying, but they're okay. But yeah, it's when the little like spinny stuff appears that kind of little vortex generators. At least these water levels give you a little vehicle. Would be nice in Mario or Sonic. Yeah, no, I know. I don't know how good I've got it, do I? There we go. So now we only have to come back here. In fact, we could try the time trial now. Just to, because as I say, we're not going to be doing that many time trials until later. But the ones where we can't use the sprint ability in them anyway, we may as well. I mean, just to keep it varied, I guess I won't do it just yet. I'll, you know, we can, rather than replay the same level, we may as well
incredible.
Do that in the next stream, you know. So, but yeah, we can come back and do a relic here. We'll be able to do one in Orient Express. Yeah, there'll be a few actually where we can do the time trial like that one as well, pre-unlocking sprint. So here we go. This is, if you play levels in order, this is the first time in Crash Bandicoot Faceplant that you get to play as Coco. I think it's really good they added Coco. I quite often play as Coco now in games that let me. So Insane Trilogy lets you play as Coco all the way through in pretty much every level, which is nice. Bar 1 or 2. I don't think you can play as her in the underwater levels, for example, or the motorbike levels. But yeah, mostly you can. And Crash 4 lets you play as her, I think, in every level, which is good. Whoops, missed the box. Down we go. Lost our masks. I think we've been accruing, but never mind. Oh no, missed another one. Off we go. Oh, I can't jump off the edge. There we go. Seeing as this is a new stream, shouldn't we be able to use the duck ambulance again? I don't know if there's a button for me to manually... Oh. I don't know if there's a button for me to manually reset... I'm trying to get both of these and I'm actually struggling a little bit here. Manually reset the cooldown. There probably is, but... I think if you charge through those 4, there's something where if you go through those 4 boxes in a certain way, it won't break them all. I don't know if it's charging or if you're sort of starting to jump or something, but yeah, you have to be careful, and I don't know in what way you have to be careful. But seemingly running through them at normal speed breaks them, which is what I just did, so... Quite a fan of these levels, says Why Wi-Fi. Yeah, I love them. The vehicle is very cute. It certainly is. Is Purah actually a tiger, or just a really, really big sort of orange cat? Don't know. I guess a cat. I don't think it was until the Insane Trilogy that I realised when you fight N-Jin in this, and the little like extra bit of ship comes and connects with you in the final phase, it's being piloted by Purah. I never noticed that. I thought it was just a little attachment comes and joins on like a Megazord. You know, they seem to sort of move themselves a lot of the time, like they're automated. But no, Purah's behind the wheel. They just painted Polar, yeah.
Ooga and Cortex want Tiny get crystals and bring them to Big Colosseum in Rome. Crash, leave them for Tiny, or Crash get crushed.
Bring them to Big Colosseum in Rome. Crash, leave them for Tiny, or Crash get crushed crazy style. So this is the equivalent of boulders / polar bears. Crash 3. It's a big dinosaur. Not sure why he's so angry, because he's a herbivore. But I guess, you know, they can be territorial. Territorial, anyone? Terry and Tori. The owl twin. Terry, Tori, and Owl. The triplets. The dinosaur triplets. Terry, Tori, Owl, dinosaur. I like that they added more platforming parts to these ones. Yeah, to the fact that the chase level actually has some forward-facing stuff, some side-scrolly stuff here. Yeah, it's nice. It's a good mixture. The sort of dark water that you stand in here always kind of felt kind of, I don't know. It's not a nice place to be. Of all the dinosaur levels in video games I've played, this is really kind of dark in more ways than one. It feels really, I don't know, quite foreboding, I think. And it's just because of the water. It's because the palette has so much black in it. it was sand on the ground or grass or something, which I know grass didn't actually exist in dinosaur times. Yeah, I'm getting used to the fact that I have a little... I think I've got a slightly more momentum with a forward jump, so I'm kind of landing on these bouncy ones, and I'm... okay, how does spinning a box next to you work in this game? Have they finally introduced... Yes, they have. Where it will just... If you're standing still, it will spin the bottom box. Whereas I was finding, I think, in Crash 2 that wasn't completely consistent. But certainly in Crash 4... That is the absolute modern accepted way. You stand next to a box in Crash, spin, and it will break only something on the bottom layer. And if there's a TNT on top of it or a nitro, it won't break. If you move while spinning, so even just a little bit like that, then I think you gain height on your spin, and so you'll break 2 boxes rather than 1. But yeah. We will unlock a proper double jump in this game. First thing we unlock is a super body slam. So at the moment, we've just got this old thing. Super body slam is faster, has more of a wider effect. Just feels better. So one of the pterodactyls, I don't think in this level, I think it's in maybe the second dinosaur level, or I'm not sure which one, but if you let it carry you away, which normally just sees Crash get carried away, and that's a death animation, then he gets taken off to the pterodactyl nest, but it will actually drop you off in a secret level, which is kind of weird. I don't know how people were meant to find that out themselves. I went to school with pterodactyl. Okay, sure. There we go. So there's another gem to get there, but as you may have seen, there was an unfilled red gem platform that we need to ride on. So we'll head back there once we've got the red gem. But for now, into making waves. That's the second one in the yellow gem route. Ah, yes, it is in the yellow gem route, isn't it? I remember now. So yeah, these levels, I think, you know, some people don't like them, some people do. I'm fine with them. I'm fine with the normal A to B ones, anyway. Interestingly, the waves here in Making Waves and in all the jet ski levels are they do affect, you know, you go up and down, and so do objects, and when you're like ramping off, obviously you may have slightly more or less height, or a box may be more or less submerged in the water, so it can kind of affect your performance a little bit, depending on just wave RNG, you know. Oops. So it's something the speedrunners have to watch out for. If you land on these guys, there you go, from a boat. Maybe you didn't know that. Anyone know that if you drop down on those little rowing boats, you get a life from it. He dies and you get a life. I remember that happening to me once when I was about 9. I was like, whoa, what just happened there? That was weird. That was like a glitch. Like I thought, oh well, I just landed from my jump and I touched the rowing boat man. I should have died, but instead, the game glitched and gave me a life. That's what I thought, but no, it's just an actual mechanic in the game. Found that out in Insane. Too bad we never got a jet ski level in CTR. Oh, that would have been cool. Like in Diddy Kong Racing, where you have the different vehicles, little hovercrafts and stuff. So is that? Yes, it is. He did it. They're a bit more finicky in the remake, are they? I don't particularly remember. I have played the remake many times, but I don't have like a It's not properly ingrained in my memory. This is another little like nice thing in this game is that you can replay the boss fights whenever you like. So initially, when you come out, there's just a boss fight button. I don't know if you leave and come back, it might... No, okay, I guess for the first time, you face the boss. But then once you've done that, you come back and all the levels are accessible again. And then at the end, there's a button to replay the boss fight, which is nice. Well, I never knew it existed, seeing as I've never played Crash. So Gemma says, well, fair enough.
Crash! Coco! Store the pretty crystals! Tiny, take them back! In Gladiator Arena!
Should we cheese it? If you know, you know. I won't cheese the first wave of lions. I'll cheese the second. So here we are in the Gladiator Arena. Tiny Tiger. Love this guy. Hercules. So, he bounces at you. Gets his fork stuck. And you spin it. Then, he gets out of the way. And he sends lions after you. And if a lion touches you, it eats you. Obviously. But what you can do, rather than have to dodge all the lions like I was doing there, I'll do one more phase where I do actually dodge the lions. And then I'll show you what you can do instead. So, if you're playing it like this and not demonstrating a lion death, you're sort of dodging and jumping and spinning, trying not to get hit. Anyway. But, there's another method. Get your Cheetah Austins ready. If you run up here... they can't get you. It's just a fun thing, little glitch. And the developers of the Insane Trilogy knew about this, and you can still do it in the Insane Trilogy. But if you do it, the spectators will throw cheese at you. And actually, because there's a sort of a slight impact effect on the cheese, or it can make you like go off the ground if a cheese gets under your feet, you can actually get knocked by a cheese into a lion. I don't know if that was intentional, but yeah, it's just a fun thing. So, for a more powerful belly flop, press X to jump and circle at the top of the jump. So, we unlock new abilities every time we defeat a boss in this level, which is fun. Time to pound some ground.
Well done, children. By defeating Tiny, you have unlocked the gate to the next time travel area. Go back to the center of this time twister and save your progress if you wish. From there, you will see that the gate to the second time travel area is now open.
Interesting. Cheetah. I love how they added actual cheese to the Insane Trilogy since Wi-Fi, yeah. So there you go, you can now go to any level again, and you can even go and see your boy Tiny a second time. There's Coco, flicking her hair. Right, so this is Dingodyle's area. I'd love to be in Dingodyle's area. Dingodile is great. I thought he was such a badass in this game. I kind of like... well, I'll wait for this first.
Why must you continue to be a thorn in our side? What? Where was I? Oh, Tiny was a good fellow. He hated everyone and everything, but a good heart nonetheless. Please be more reasonable with my minions next time.
Dingodile, crazy style. When they introduced him in when he was in Crash 4, and they made him dummy thick. They've increased his body size, which is fine. When they did that, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, you know. And I still, when I look at it, I'm like, I don't really like this design very much. But I find now that when you come back to Crash Warps and fight Slenderdile, it makes him look like he's really young. And I kind of like that. I like sort of coming back to Crash 3 and being like, oh yeah, this is back in Dingodar's youth when he used to fight Crash Bandicoot. I mean, actually, I don't think a lot of time probably passes between Crash 3 and 4. Maybe it does. Maybe it's been years. I can't remember what the time scale is like. But yeah, I kind of like now that you play Crash Warped and you're like, oh, look how slender he used to be. Age comes for us all, as does getting a little tubby as we get older, and that's okay. Oh, I'm so much more at home in this game. I know what I'm doing. Of course, I've said that now, so I will have some sort of embarrassing death any moment. God, this music just takes me back to playing Demo 1. Everyone talks about Demo 1 as though they're all talking about the same thing, but Demo 1, the disc that came bundled with the PlayStation, there were various different versions of it, so depending on when you got your PlayStation, you had different games on your Demo 1. So I had Spyro on mine. I had games that released in sort of winter 1998. I think I had the final build of Demo 1, which was the only one to have Spyro on it. I think we can get this Toad to step on the Nitro crate. Oh, maybe not this one. There is one that you can do. In fact, as you come off the bonus platform, he will do it. No, he's not gonna. This one's not gonna do it. But I need to find my Demo 1 now. Oh, I don't have mine anymore. But mine came in like a red sleeve, whereas everyone else's had this kind of green. Or maybe there might have been a couple of different ones that came in the red sleeve. But yeah, the design changed entirely. In fact, let me show you something. Given that we have the facilities for it, big man. I made an asset that I was going to use for... this will bring back memories for a handful of you, but almost nobody. And maybe no one who's even here for the live chat. This might be meaningless to you. Where is it? I made an asset I was going to use for streams, like maybe for my live soon... Is it? I've got to find it now. I really need to find this. Oh, I know where it is. In here? Yes. Oh, did I even export it? Alright, can I open Adobe Premiere while I'm streaming? Will my computer crap itself? Give it a go. It's making a lot of noise. But I want to show you this thing that I made. Projects. Where is it? In here. Yeah. No. Okay, here it is. This is based on the menu that was on my version of Demo 1. Which is not really the version that most people had. Play. Oh, this music. Does music mean anything to anyone? So this might be quite loud actually. Let me turn it down a bit. This was the menu for Demo 1, but each of these things was... Jesus, it's getting louder. Each of these things we're cycling through, these little underwater shapes, would originally have had text rotating around it saying like Crash Bandicoot 3, Tekken 3, Tomb 1 was on here, Spyro 1, I think maybe like a Gran Turismo game or something. I used the emulator. You can do texture swapping using DuckStation. and I actually used it to remove the text that rotated around these shapes. So this was just going to be my go live soon scene, just sort of cycling through little like very 1990s underwater shapes. But anyway, I didn't use it in the end. But it's there. It's available. It's just a nice little sort of idle thing, I think. So, you know, I would have had a little timer ticking down somewhere. There's like a array thing. I think this had a demo for Treasures of the Deep as well, which was a really interesting... Well, the demo was good. I think the full game I wasn't so into. That is cool. Mine was definitely different. Had Abe's Odyssey, Hercules, Karushi, and a bunch of others. Yeah, see, everyone had a different one. We all think we're talking about the same thing, but we're not. It's nice and chill, though. I like it. Yeah, I know. It just felt like this is kind of the vibes I was thinking of for my streams when I was making it originally. But there you go. So let me go back here and then close Premiere before my computer explodes, and then go back to the game. I don't actually remember getting a demo disc in my PS1. I had a bundle deal where I got Driver and Spyro. Oh, nice. Yeah, maybe not every console even came with one. Well, I know Demo 1, as I say, the last Demo 1 had Spyro on it. So maybe by the time Spyro came out, well, I know that there were no more Demo 1s made after that. So I guess at that point they stopped. Maybe they just stopped bundling demos with it entirely. Got my PS1 second-hand off my cousin, so I never had a demo. Ah. Oh no! Okay, well, we have to do this again. Is it possible to... Yes. The only demo disc I had was from Pizza Hut with Spyro. Oh, and Metal Gear Solid and Medieval. Yeah, Medieval was on my demo one as well. It was a really good lineup. It had Medieval, Tekken 3, but not playable. It was just a bit of video demo, like video footage. I think it was Tekken 3. It might have even been Tekken 2. Probably Tekken 3, though, if it was sort of 1998. Tomb 1. Gran Turismo 2, maybe? That's better. Yeah, Medieval, Spyro 1, Crash 3. What a lineup. I don't know if Driver was on there. I don't think it was. No, I've done it again. Oh, saved it. You have to grab that box that's down below before these stairs get built. Otherwise, you can't get it. But if you've got reaction times and you're comfortable in Crash 3, then you can pull it back. The skills. I know. I did that so often as a kid. Yeah, me too. I do it all the time. Oh, yeah, blow up. Yes, there we go. You see the toads? He hit the nitro. Oh yeah, this is my Crash Bandicoot game. I know. I keep saying it. Oh, look at the ray tracing. Look at that, Raymond. I've got a little kiss there. Can we have some kisses in the chat from tier 1 subs? Kiss. Have kiss from anyone, of course. You can just type the words as pup wheelie. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the chat. I got kissed again. Kiss. There we go. When you unlock the bazooka, you can finally kill this chicken. I know for a fact that everyone who ever played this as a child spent a long time trying to catch this chicken. It's always just out of reach, but you can't do it. But then you get the bazooka, as we say on this channel, and you can blow him up. Now I think we can't go back here because we died after returning home. But I think it remembers what you got from it, right? Question mark? I can't remember exactly how it works in this game, actually. I think the fact that we did it, we completed it, and we arrived back. I don't think it matters that we'll find out in just a moment. There we go, yeah. It remembers. I like how loads of enemies have an N on them in this as well. It's like you can see that Cortex has been traveling through time and kind of taking over stuff. Like in the Great Wall of China levels, you can see pictures of him and flags up and stuff. That sword is so impractical. Yeah, it is. It remembers. Good stuff. Oh, look at that dripping heart from Galahad Del Toro there. Bleed purple. Ooh, lovely. Hang M high. I think we're going to meet Dingo Dial for the first time now in a cutscene. It's going to take the crystals to the Ice Ages. Oh no! Third level. We'll find out about that. Traveling through time was such a good idea for level variety. You know, I think the first game worked well enough because you had a series of islands with different terrain, temple. Oh, I just clipped through the world there. That was fun. Did you see that? That was really weird. That's a solid wall, that. You shouldn't be able to go through it like that. Crash 1, I think, did a good job of keeping its levels fairly varied, even though they were all, or mostly, sort of either outdoor natural scenes or ruined temples. Still felt all quite nice. Crash 2, I've made my thoughts clear on the level variety there. Both in terms of the fact that level types are repeated too frequently, and also, even if they weren't, the actual different types are too similar, I think, in certain places. But this, you know, having all of time and space at your disposal, I think is really fun. I guess in some ways it kind of starts to detract from the original vibe of Crash, which was just a Bandicoot with people clothes going through and trying to actually save his island home and the animals that live there. But I don't know, I think it still works. And they've just stuck with it for Crash 4. They were like, you know what, we're just going to travel in time again. I wonder what they would do if they did more, if they actually did a Crash 5, a traditional Crash Bandicoot sequel. Would they do more time and space traveling? Or would they feel like we can't do that again? We've done too much time travel. Like, they would never run out of level types, I think. You could definitely... I mean, they repeated some of them anyway in Crash 4. There was, you know, there were dinosaur levels and stuff. But, you know, they wouldn't have to repeat anything. They could just go to other eras and other parts of the world. But, oh, and Crash Wrath of Cortex had time travel as well, didn't it? So maybe they're kind of... Maybe that is just Crash Bandicoot from now on. It's like, oh yeah, this is clever, this one. You have to use the TNT to do that. Although, I wonder if you can... No, you can't. I was just going to... If you can glitch high jump onto the bottom box, then you wouldn't even need the arrow crate necessarily. But anyway. So I wonder what they would do if they did a Crash 5. Would they do more time travel? I don't know. Oh, did I miss the crystal? Oh, I see. Cortex. Cortex is too busy taking over everywhere and not picking up the... Yeah, no. I do actually sometimes miss the crystals in this game, so... Oh no. Oh! I moved a bit as I spun. I think it's as simple as that. I think if I just stood still, let's try again. If I just stand here. Oh no. Okay, maybe nitros do that. Anyway, you can do it like this instead. There you go. If you're just moving a bit, you'll blow up 2 crates. But standing still, I don't know. I think in Crash 4 they made it even more tight. In that, if I'd done that, one box sitting on top of a nitro, I think standing next to it completely stationary and spinning, it would drop down and you would not detonate it. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I agree 100%. It really turns me off every time I think about going for it in Crash 4. Oh yeah, about the difficulty. I totally agree with you, Jay and Loser Quest. Crash 4, 100%, or whatever they call it. I don't know if it's 200% or something, but you know, the full completion, it's too hard. I just don't fancy it. You know, maybe I could do it eventually after smacking my head against a wall for hours and hours. I'm sure eventually I would nail it, but it's just too much. The fact that, I mean, that bit in the penultimate level where you enter that side-scrolly bit in one of the Cortex Castle levels, and you have to use all of the masks, like one after the other, and like flipping and spinning, and you know the bit I'm talking about, with the moving platforms and the lasers. I fail on that. Just playing it through normally, just as normal. I've never even attempted the relic in that area, in that level, and I certainly haven't attempted the insanely perfect in it. It's just, why would I want to spend the amount of time it would take to get that? You know? I went as far as all gems and gold relics, but doing perfect runs, no hard pass on that. Yeah. I suppose the one beauty of relic runs is that, you know, you do have quite a fast reset. So even if you are dying over and over again, and it probably gives you a bunch of masks, I imagine. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe they really try and, oops, make it hard. Oh no. Ideally, you want to keep your boosts for as long as you can get in this. Anyway, welcome to the motorbike levels. For those who aren't familiar with Crash, here we are. You have to come first in these levels to get the crystal. So you don't pick up the crystal here. You have to actually just win the race. But at the same time, I'm trying to get every box. Now, the best thing to do really is to get them separately, but it is possible. Oh no! Well, I've not won, but have I at least got my gem? Yeah, okay. That's fine. We'll take the gem home and now we'll go for the crystal. There are too many of these levels. Yeah, there probably are too many of these levels, Sproutstuff, I agree. There's 4 of them, aren't there?
Go into the garden and bury yourself where none of us can see you. You're making us puke.
There are 3 where you're against other racers, aren't there, in the standard area. And then there's one called Area 51 where you're kind of racing against UFOs, which is cool, but weird, and it's dark. So they do love a dark level, don't they? The Crash developers, not just Naughty Dog, but Toys for Bob. In fact, I say that. Were there any sort of dark levels in the same way that there are in the original trilogy? In Crash 4? Were there any original trilogy style dark levels? I don't know if there were, actually. No sort of fireflies or glowing masks. I don't think there were. Might have been. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any. Oh, get out of the way. I'm sort of going for the boxes habitually, but I need to just win this race, don't I? So let's not do that. No, I've done it again. Got bonked by that guy. You can't even restart. Oh, I'd forgotten about the flying levels. What, the ones with the planes in this game? I don't mind them so much. I prefer them to the jetpack levels. I'll give the jetpack level something in Crash 2, and I said it in the previous stream. They have good music, really good music. Let's not worry about boxes. Let's just get ahead. Because it's kind of, if you're a bit too slow or a bit too, well, not a bit too fast, but yeah, you kind of have to, where I've been getting bonked by that car at the end, if I'd been going either a bit quicker and got ahead of him, or even a bit slower, I'd have been alright. It's the fact that if I'm going through the narrow area just as he is, and I'm coming off a boost as well, it can be, or, you know, that's where you can get nudged. See, this, like, I'm way ahead of him now, if I, well, not ahead of him, but I will be. Oh, whoops, I just clipped the dirt there. Every time. I kind of knew it was going to happen there as well. So I either need to be going quicker so that I'm ahead of him as I go through that narrow bit where he pulls out to the right, or even, what I should have done there is hit my brakes and let him go ahead. Because as soon as he's gone ahead and got out the way, that's fine. You can grab the boost and you'll easily overtake him on the jump, and you will win. But I'm just perfectly timing it every time so that he's always just there.
Do I detect a tear of frustration? Is everyone laughing at you?
This makes me just want to play CTR now, says Loser Quest. Yeah, me too. I'm glad I'm providing entertainment, if nothing else. That was actually quite funny. But I did exactly the same thing again, even though I've been going way quicker. I was way ahead of where I had been, I think, on previous runs. And then I just clipped the dirt and lost my boost. Oh, man. Yeah, if you drive too far into the rough, you lose your boostage. You don't want that. So, here we go. Is it going to happen again? I'm going around this side. Here we go, we did it. It was still a bit tight. I had to go left instead of right there, otherwise I would have probably still been bonked. I'm only 1k away from Duck Ambulance. I think we might still have one Duck Ambulance left for today's stream.
Incredible.
Permitted. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can see at your end if the button's grayed out or something. I've never seen what it looks like when we've hit the limit. Right. Neocortex has told Dingo Dial to collect the crystals and bring them to the Ice Ages. Plural.
Good day, mates. Dingo Dial's the name, and Uka Uka and Cortex gave me orders to bring the crystals to them during the Ice Ages. So give me the goods and shove off, or I'll roast yous.
Shove off, or I'll roast yous. Good day, mates, he says, because he's Australian. Did you notice that in the Crash 2 thing that we watched on the previous VOD, he kept saying mate a lot? Because he's Australian, obviously, and that's what Australians say. They say mate all the time, right? Don't they? Imagine if he just dropped the C-bomb instead. That's also what Australians do, as far as I'm, like, in my experience. I always thought this was kind of weird that when I was a kid, and, you know, I couldn't get particularly far in this game, there's this one crocodile here in this pit, snapping. Kind of a fun enemy. And until you unlock much later levels with this tomb theme, you never see one of those again. He's the only one in this level. And I think maybe even in the next tomb level, there might even not be one in that one at all. So it's like, oh, it's kind of weird that, like, right at the start of the first tomb level, there's this crocodile enemy, and then he's the only one. You never see him again. But you do. You see loads of them in Bug Light, one of the levels near the end. The Crash Bomb. Dingodile dropping cuss words mid-levels in Crash 4 caught me off. Oh yeah, he says bastards, and he says, what's the other thing? Did he say bugger, or he definitely goes bastards when he sees the little rat boys or whatever they are sort of destroy his. Oh, he says bollocks, doesn't he? Yeah, he goes, oh bollocks, my head hurts. What's the rating of Crash 3? Of Crash 4? Oh, bollocks, my head hurts. As he's trying to, like, work with a time paradox in his head. Yeah, it definitely took me by surprise as well. 12. Yeah, bollocks. Is that... I mean, I'm not stuffy about it. I have no issue with 12-year-olds playing a game where the word bollocks is in there, but I'm just surprised the censors allow it. 12, but they really pushed the limits with it. Yeah, if he'd said bollocks one more time, it would have been like a 15. Rated T for teen. Mild language. Worth it for 10 fruit. Did it. Oh, poor guy, he's shivering. Nope. Right. Did they have levers in Egypt times? Hello, sir. Problem is, because I'm so good at this game, so good, you don't get to see some of the cool death animations. So, for instance, let me lose my mask to this flamethrower man. In fact, I don't know why I'm bothering getting the boxes, because I'll have to do it again. Let me lose my mask and kill him. And then if I... This is what happens if you get hit by these darts, for example. It kind of looks better from behind, actually. I've never seen it from the front. But it looks like he was running along and he's just been stopped dead, literally dead in his tracks. Right, so that's done, isn't it? I'll do one more intentional death. And for those who aren't familiar with this game, I really like the way that it's animated. Oh, I was lucky to make it there. Oh, whoops. I mean, there's a lot of that as well. Well, there's not a lot of that. In this game, they did introduce death animations for most of the enemies, which is nice. But yeah. Oops, I forgot I don't have a double jump yet. I unlocked that after defeating Dingo Dial. No, we'll do one more hit by darts death, because I do really like it. But it is better from behind. So you're running along, and he just goes, oh wait, no, I've got a mask. Running along, and he just stops with one foot in the air. I think it's really cool. I really like the way this game's sort of animated, and the way that the death animations are done. If you get blown up by a nitro in this game, you'll have that sort of ghostly angel thing, but he'll be playing a didgeridoo for some reason. I say for some reason, I understand that it's an Australian instrument, but I don't know. I guess it's just like instead of a harp, because traditionally angels might be playing a harp as they go up into the sky. But it's like, no, I'm Australian. Shove off or I'll roast yous. And so he's playing a didgeridoo instead. Not a wobble board, unfortunately. Spanking the monkey will get you banned. The future levels have awesome death animations. Oh yeah, the disintegration, the sort of pyoum noise that it makes, and he just turns to bits. And that's kind of interesting as well, because it's like, you know, you've unlocked most of the level types by the time you get to the future levels, and so you're kind of familiar with all of the death animations in the game at that point. And to then unlock a new level type and have such a dramatic and pretty cool death animation is like, oh, nice. We're still getting new content towards the end of the game. To be fair, you don't have to worry about your box count in the first run. Yeah, I forgot this is the level with the purple door, so we have to get the purple gem over there in order to get the boxes, but that's fine. You know, we're building up our lives as well, so... There isn't a way in this game to unlock a whole bunch of lives, which is different to Crash 1 and 2. Obviously, Castle Machinery, we rode on that green gem all the way up to the top and got something like 32 lives up there. And in Crash 2, we were able to stomp on the polar bear. Oh, I don't have double jump yet, I keep forgetting. There we go. These guys as well, these flamethrowers, much like the ones in Crash 2. I don't like their hitbox. It's bigger than you expect. Aegipus Rex, I think, was a good stack up for lives just because of all the Wumper. Yeah, I mean that's true. Yeah. Oh my god, I've never done that before, probably. What have you never done before? Sprout stuff. I missed that. The level names were all sorts of horny as well. In which game? Sorry, I'm reading like old chat here because I've been trying not to fall down pits. Were they in this one or in different games? I'm trying to think which ones you might be talking about. Oh, in Crash 4. Oh yeah, because we were talking about the swearing, weren't we? Yeah. Oh, jumping on the monkey to get the fruit, Sprout stuff. Yeah. Yeah. What were some of the levels? I know that you're right. That some of them. Oh yeah, there's one about booty, wasn't there? Which I suppose is quite fitting because that's when Torna, Parallel Universe Torna was introduced in the pirate levels, wasn't she? Booty calls, yeah. Oh, did I get them all? I think. Yeah, looks like I did. You can smash those barrels if you're charging. You can run right through them. Aegipus Rex was the only relic in the original where Wumper Fruit sticks around. Oh, does it really stick around? I suppose it's maybe just to help guide you a little bit where you're jumping. Never really thought about that. I actually forgot there were relics for those levels. But yeah, there are. There's a clock. In fact, as soon as you arrive there, I think. There's no crystal to get. There's a clock at the start, isn't there? Yeah. In fact, that's kind of the only point of going to them. It's not even... Is there a... Yeah, there's a gem, I think, for them as well. Oops. Didn't hold jump long enough then. Rock blocked. That's another one. Yeah. Well... It's gone 7 o'clock, but... Ooh! Oh, yikes! I mean, on the one hand, I'm thinking... I don't have a wife that I need to come off the computer for at the moment. Well, I still have the wife, but I don't have to come off the computer right now because she's not here and not wanting her dinner by 7 PM. So on the one hand, I'm like, oh, you know, we could do a bit of overtime here. We could keep playing. But the only thing is, I'm like, I don't want to absolutely blast through Crash 3. I suppose we're not even halfway through the warp rooms yet, and we nearly are, but... And then we need to do time trials, and there'll be a few gems to get, and so we'll get at least... Yeah, probably 2 more streams out of this game, I would have thought. Oh wait, but I've only been streaming this for an hour. I was thinking like, oh yeah, you know, I've not even made it through the warp room yet, and it's a whole stream. So a whole other stream will be to get through the second half. No, that's not true. I've only streamed for an hour. Whoops. We've done 2 of the 5, so next stream will probably be the non 100% end. It will be, I'm sure, Coolly Wooly, yeah. But that's fine. We'll play a bit more. We'll fight Dingo Dial.
Right. Now you've gone and done it. Them crystals are mine,
is what he says. It's stuck in my head, that.
Right. Now you've gone and done it. Them crystals are mine.
We can cheese this one as well, actually. So far, we've been able to cheese 2 bosses. I'll show you how. Oh, no.
Break out the butter. I'm gonna make toast.
Break out the butter. Look how slender he looks now compared to what we're used to. So you can cheese this. So what you're supposed to do is dodge his attacks like this. Great theme tune, by the way. And then you have to get him to... He tries to shoot you, and he ends up breaking these crystal walls down. And that allows you to get in, so you can hit him. And then he blows up. But you don't have to actually do that, because... If I can actually manage a proper... Whoops. A proper glitched high jump, which I can. you can just jump over the top. But we'll do this last one properly.
Cheetah.
Yeah, the glitched high jump gets you over his crystals. And then after we do this, what's quite interesting actually is I kind of like how the ability that you unlock for defeating each boss is an ability that if you had had it during the boss fight, it would have made it would have been able you'd have been able to defeat the boss a lot easier. So for this one, we get double jump. I'm allowed to say that.
You thrashed me, mate. No worries, but you'll soon be up against much worse.
I used to find that so, like, concerning as a kid. I was like, whoa. Badass man Dingo Dial says I'll be up against much worse. Oh no. But yeah, we'd be able to now double jump over those crystals. And then when we fight Entropy, he's like way across a chasm. And once we defeat him, we unlock the Death Tornado Spin, which basically allows us to glide. And we would have been able to glide across this chasm. Although if you do that, he has like a one-hit kill. So that wouldn't necessarily help. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that they're sort of loosely tied up to the bosses like that, which is kind of fun. You can just regular slide jump over, I'm sure. Oh, can you really? As I don't even know how to do the glitched one. Oh, well, maybe so. Maybe. So, we've got Dynamite. Deep Trouble, oh no. High Time. It's High Time. Played Road Crash. And Double Header. That's a fun one. Well, maybe we will play... I might just get... I might get Deep Trouble out of the way. So that I don't have to do it at the start of the next stream. High time, that relic.
Well, haven't we gotten far for a pair of fuzzy marsupials? I am Dr. Nefarious Tropy, master of time and creator of the very time twister machine you see before you. Uka Uka and Dr. Cortex have sent me to end this little charade, so you won't be leaving my area with the crystals. I swear it.
Love Entropy. Such a cool boss. I'm so glad they introduced him here, and I'm so glad they made him even more of a big deal in Crash 4. Because they did not need to do that. They could have just, like, had him become a henchman again. You know, he could have just been an engine kind of character. But no, they were like, hey, this guy means business. And it feels right, you know, for his character. So, long may that continue. If they're going to do any more Crash Bandicoot games, I hope that we see more and more of Entropy. It's weird, like... It's kind of weird, the boss names, like given that they're all these N puns. For some reason, I've just realised, saying that out loud, in my experience, a lot of the people in the sort of Crash community, these are the things I hate, these spinny things. A lot of the people in the Crash community will say that boss's name. They'll say Entropy when they're referring to him, just in conversation. They'll say, oh yeah, the third warp room, that's when you fight Entropy. The boss of the third warp room is Entropy. And that's them just sort of saying the word that it's a pun of. But no one does that for anyone else. Well, I suppose for Engine, you would say engine with that inflection. You wouldn't say that's when you fight engine. I don't think most people would say that. Cortex, you would just say Cortex. I mean, you know, Brio, I think most people say Brio, not embryo, but maybe they do. But it's kind of weird that it's actually meant to just be their initial, but it kind of, their names get pronounced as the word that it's a pun of. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of a strange thing. No one says, oh yeah, that's when you fight Entropy. Or just, that's when you fight Troppy. That sounds really weird to just say, oh yeah, I love Troppy. He's one of my one of my favorite Crash bosses. This is when you have to go back on yourself to get both gems. Yeah, you have to activate that TNT, don't you? Just remembered the female entropy flirting in Crash 4. Also pushing that 12 rating a tad. Yeah, that was a bit weird. Kind of feels incestuous, doesn't it? The community call her Femtropy, I think. I don't know if it's ever been an official name. Like, I don't know if she was called that in Crash Team Rumble when you selected her or something. But yeah, Femtropy. We will enter the room and fight Neil Tropy. Yeah. Dr. N. Buchanan. Whoops. So yeah, in order to get the gem, we need to be able to break through here, which at the moment we can't. We're going to hit a switch, which is going to turn this into a TNT. We can then tap that TNT, and that will then blow up those 3 TNTs, and the whole thing will drop down, so we can get through. And there is a gem that we can collect on that side when we get through there, and also we need to get through there to get the box gem. Right, okay, here we go. What I actually want to do... No! Oh, I hate these things so much, because it is just quite difficult to control Crash in this level. What I want to be doing is probably defeating every enemy as I go, because it will make it easier then when I have to backtrack, so I'm going to do that. Make sure I'm smashing everything I can as I go through. Blow up the nitros. This thing is constantly moving forwards, which is why you can see me turning around on the spot a lot. Right, here we go. So, we've now pressed the switch. This will take a hit for me as well if I do hit one of these whirlpool things. I've done alright there, actually. Normally I'm swimming back at this point, but it's worked out pretty well. Killed the eel, so we should be alright on the way down. And then now, that switch that we've pressed has activated this TNT, which we can tap. Nepotropy for short. Yeah. Nefarious Tropy. He says tropy, to be fair. But it is a pun on entropy, so... Oh, the fish. Oh, the nitros. Nitros. Oh. Oh. Help. No. Is that... Am I where I think... Yeah, was there a checkpoint?
What have you done with the controls, Gromit?
Gromit. Okay, thank God there's a checkpoint.
Do I detect a tear of frustration?
Yeah.
Is everyone laughing at you?
Probably. Oh, there we go. Whew. Right, now, I don't want these to drop on my head. Oh, it dropped on my head. That's fine. I'll just let it all blow up. That's okay. It's kind of ironic, really, that the sharks in this level are by far and above the least problematic, obstacles or enemies. I would love to have a level where it's just 8 million sharks, because you can just spin them. Anyway, double gems, thank God. Got the crystal, I think. Got 2 gems. We'll only have to come back here once more to do the time trial. deep trouble. Gemtastic, indeed. Double gems. Double trouble. He's doing his dance. We'll keep streaming a little longer. We'll maybe get to past. Play a bit more Crash. Bandicoot. Deep trouble. Dynamite. Should we do another dinosaur level now? What do we want? We've got High Time, which has a different skybox. We've got another driving level. We won't do that. We'll leave Doubleheader till next time. Let's do Dynamite. Now you've got to do it all without dying for a perfect relic. Yeah. Imagine. Doubleheader voted Buck Wheelie. Sorry. Doubleheader is a good one. It's not that I didn't want to play it. It's actually one of my favourite levels, but for that reason I'm kind of wondering, do I... Oh, I can double jump now, yeah. Can you double jump out of a glitched high jump? Yes, you can. Wow, I can just get really high now. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering whether I should leave Doubleheader until the next stream because I enjoy it so much. I think it'd be a nice way to start. These guys are a little tricky. These Crash fish. This is clearly what Crash evolved from. I think that's what's kind of implied. Oops. But then, you know, Crash, the reason he's the way he is because of the Cortex Vortex, right? Into the Vortex. I saw a funny tweet today before I went live. Have you guys seen the trailer for Jackass? What's it called? The new subtitle, the subtitle for the new Jackass. It's like Best and Last or something. Jackass Old. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, in the trailer, there's a scene where one of them, I mean, I'm sure it's mostly just pyro effects, but is seemingly in an electric chair, just electrocuted to death, pretty much. Jackass Money for Old Rope. Yeah. Anyway, someone isolated the clip of this guy. I can't remember which one of the cast it was. But, you know, getting absolutely fried in this electric chair. And someone had reposted it saying, "But Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not yet ready. We have no idea what it could do." It was good. It's clever. It was a Crash Bandicoot. It was a 1996 Crash Bandicoot reference. Which is fitting, really, given the age of the Jackass cast. So, I like it. Yeah, we can ride on a dinosaur in this level, by the way. This is, what's it called? Rexy? No, not Rexy. Baby T. Yes, Jay. I'm glad I said it before the chat came in, because I could prove that I'm still a real fan. I didn't quite need the prompt.
Thank you, my darling.
Thank you, my darling. That is a Prime resub. 3 months now. Thank you so much, Mascot. Really appreciate it. Thanks so much for resubbing. Lovely to have you in the flock. Baby T is such a child rapper's name. Yeah, it is. Oh, it feels weird being able to double jump now. It really is money for Old Rope as well, Cheese's Life, because it seems to be a partially a clip show, which in this day and age of streaming, you know, wherever it is that you can watch Jackass, I think Netflix is one of the streaming platforms you can see old Jackass movies now. Wherever it is that the new Jackass movie is going to be distributed, so for argument's sake, Netflix, the old ones will be on there anyway. So I don't think we really need a Jackass movie where they're showing us the best of, you know, given that it will be right there at one's fingertips where you're watching the movie anyway, you know. I mean, I'm not complaining that I'm not saying, oh, why aren't they doing more stunts where they almost die? Because they're all in their 50s, so of course they're not doing like a whole film's worth of stunts. But, you know, they did bring in a new young cast on the... Ooh! Whoops. Activated the dinosaur. in the previous film, so you know they could have taken up most of the slack. I thought that was the whole idea. So I think if they'd wanted to do a new Jackass movie, they definitely could have done one where Dinosaur probably had broken that for me, but never mind. Where you know they had a full. Oh yeah, okay. I was going for boxes for no reason. What is it? Do we need the yellow gem for this, or we come at it from a secret entrance or something? I don't know. Whatever. And some jackasses have passed away, I think. They have, unfortunately. They have. Yeah, they should have just done... They should have... If I'm not saying I demand another Jackass movie. If they'd just stopped when we thought they were going to, that would have been fine. But if they'd wanted to do another Jackass movie, they should have made it a proper one. And then also, sure, done a documentary as well, where it's just a load of talking heads. They've got people from the old cast there, people who've guested on episodes, sitting chatting about the best bits, showing clips, all that kind of thing, which they do for the 0.5 movies. They should have just done like the ultimate Jackass 0.5. And then if they insisted on doing another proper numbered Jackass movie, it should have, you know, I kind of think it should be a normal one. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's not going to be very clip heavy at all, maybe it just looks that way in the trailer, but it sure as hell looks that way. It's going to be a clip show with a few crazy stunts in between. I watched the Jackass movies after a bad breakup.
So, you pesky little rats aren't going to back off, eh? Just you continue to gather crystals and see what I do.
I will. I watched the Jackass movies after a bad breakup, and it was incredibly therapeutic watching men doing themselves in. Yeah, I can see that. Dun 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 dun. They fire now. Ooh. They fire now. They fire now. They fry now. I should have said they fry now. They fry now. I saw such a stupid thing. It is Star Wars Day, so I can talk about this. I saw such a stupid thing. I think it was a joke. I'm sure. In fact, it definitely was a joke. It was not a joke. There's no way this is real or anything. But someone was complaining that the reaction in what's it called? Rise of Skywalker, when they see the flying First Order Stormtrooper and react as though they've never seen a flying First Order Stormtrooper before. People were complaining that, like, oh, but they encountered flying Stormtroopers in this comic or this book, or, you know, even if they hadn't encountered them, we know that members of the Resistance have frequently encountered flying Stormtroopers, therefore this reaction is not reasonable. That's what someone was saying. And so someone jokingly came up with some headcanon where they're saying, no, what they're doing is they're recognizing that one of the Stormtroopers flying behind them is a famous, or like an infamous trooper who, you know, is quite deadly. He's got like a big kill count or whatever, and his name is Vafe Lie Now or something. And so they're sort of turning around and they're like, oh, they fly now? They fly now? I kind of love it. I kind of want that to be real. It's like that non-canon sort of joke comic that they came up with, where there was a rebellion trooper whose name was Manuel Both Hands, I think. Manny for short. And he helped get the Death Star plans for Return of the Jedi, but he died in the process, and so Manny Both Hands died to bring us this information instead of Many Bothans, of course. Oops. Oh, I'm not counting. It's unlikely I'll rewatch it anytime soon, but that's funny. They fly now. The most infamous First Order Stormtrooper in the First Order army. Instantly recognizable in his armor that looks just like everyone else's. Episode 9 was so forgettable. Oh, that's a death route there. I should have come here in one life. Oops. You can actually get onto these carpets from underneath, which is interesting. Oops. Oh, well, I pressed circle. If you do a little belly flop, there you can phase through it, which is kind of fun. Don't know if you can do it with the bouncy ones. Let's find out. Should we find out? Oh, it looks like you maybe can. Well, he's getting above it, but I don't know. Shouldn't sing along to the music, Peter, because it comes through out of sync. Sounds like you can't sing to a tune. Sing to a rhythm, sing to a beat. Off he goes. Oh yeah, I forget that happens sometimes if you knock him off. You can still get the box gem. Death Roots in Crash 3, I think, are only coloured gems in this game. Oh, is that right? That could well be correct. Yeah, they just have a coloured gem at the end, do they? Nice. Oops. I jumped a bit soon there. Seeing some nice death animations though. Oops. I pressed jump before I hit the TNT and just did a little hop. Instead of a bounce on the tunt. Watch me swing from these pipes like an ape. I am not an animal. Again, that might be lost if you're watching the VOD here and you didn't watch our Crash Bandicoot 2 playthrough that we did on today's session. There we go. Roasted pork belly with chips. Ooh, yum yum. Oh, they were rock hard by the time you got them out of the oven. You know, pork crackling. When it's done right, I really like it. But I feel like I've only ever had it done right about twice in my entire life. I remember having really good crackling where you can actually just bite through it and it goes crunch, but it doesn't break your jaw. And the only other crackling I've ever had in my life has either been almost impossible to chew through, or it's been kind of soft and greasy, you know? So when people say, do you like crackling? I still say yes, but I can honestly say I've not had nice pork crackling for a long time. I don't even know if that's a global term, pork crackling, but it's just the sort of the outer fat / skin of a roast pork, and in the UK we call it crackling. This is probably going to be today's last level. I want to start with double header next week. I think that could be nice. That could be fun. But we could be here for, you know, a good few minutes. Trying to get, because I want to try and get the gem and the crystal. Maybe not all in one go, but I'm going to go for both. It doesn't look like we're going to get the crystal though. That sign there on the left, blink and you miss it. We may well see it again if I have to come back and try for the crystal again. There's a sign that says aliens crossing, and if you bonk it, it teleports you to a secret level. We've got Dingo's Diner here on... well, actually, I don't know if we have it in this level. We've got Engine Gas, and there's an Entropy billboard, and there's a Neocortex one there. But we have had... Oh, there's Dingo's Diner. And it actually became a thing. Oops. Oh, okay. I got straight over. Okay, fine. It became a thing in Crash 4. Dingo actually opened his diner, which is nice. Happy for him. I think it was quite nice to, if they had to choose an enemy to become an ally, Dingo Dial, not a bad choice. Oops. I'm really having an issue in this whole session today. Not just going off at diagonal angles when using the boost in this game. Oh, it's quite generous there. I did actually hit that whole strip of boxes, I think. Oh, I'm still on for the crystal here. Oh, I missed the boost. Mr. Boost. Still got time though. But I don't want to miss any boxes now because I've come so close. Ah, we just missed out on the crystal, but never mind. Oh, and we missed a whole bunch of boxes. How did that happen? We didn't get anything. Coming home empty-handed. How have I managed that? I don't know. Ah, chucked out. Right, let's have another go. Maybe I'll just go for the... I might just go for the crystal to begin with. So I'll just try and win the race. I'm trying not to focus on the boxes. It's almost impossible for me to do that, but I'll give it a go anyway. So I was 4 boxes down at the end. 5, sorry. What I did there. Maybe I missed that. I'm sure I got at least some of them from that strip of... No, like, I know I didn't actually hit them in terms of, like, my hitbox did not interact with them at all, but it looked like I got them, because it does give you a pretty generous bit of leeway. That's the sign there on the left. Oh, I might have missed these 3, possibly. I might have skirted right round to the right-hand side. Ah, I missed those because I blitzed right across the pit on the right-hand side, didn't I? So I missed those and then clearly just one other one somewhere. Oops. Could get both here. Oh, first place. No. Pull it back. Don't go down the pit. 25 boxes. Well, we've got a gem at least, and it looks like crystal is mine. Them crystals are mine. Hell yeah! That's a double, baby! I went to school with Lee Wei. Is this the one where they're hidden behind the ramp? There is one, isn't there, where there's a box behind the ramp. You have to not take the ramp. You have to just drive around it and clip the boxes. But I do banging crackling if I do say so myself. It's Cheese's life. Okay, cool. Cheese is life and crackling is life. I need to learn your recipe. The double. Does this Bandicoot even have a license? That's a good question. I have no idea. So we will come back next week. Not next week, because I'm not streaming on Monday. So in a couple of weeks' time, we'll play some double header. But do join me on Thursday at the earlier time of 4 p.m. That stands for Peter Mostin. Where I will be playing some more Darwin's Paradox. And then, as said, I'm heading off Thursday evening for a week away. And so I won't be streaming the following week. But you will catch me on Thursday, and then I will be streaming normal day, normal time on Monday the 18th for more Crash Bandicoot Warped. I hope you had a nice time today, everyone. Should we see if somebody is live and we can do a cheeky little raid? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Got someone DJing on the front page of Twitch. That's nice. Hello, come on. You flipping thing. Let's raid Professor Juice, because I raided Adam and Andrew recently, I think. So / raid Professor Ju. If you're going to check out Rosie playing some Hollow Knight, first playthrough, go and say hello from me. And yeah, join me next week for more Crash Bandicoot. And we'll have a lovely, lovely time. Hopefully Darwin won't crap its pants this time, says Jesus Life. Yeah, there's just a big outage on Twitch, wasn't there? Seemingly it's all fixed now, but there we go. Right, thanks everyone. See you soon. See you on Thursday, slightly earlier time. Enjoy the rest of your Monday evenings and have a lovely time on Rosie's stream. Cool. Bye everyone.